Right, this is one of the videos about different positions on the pitch and the responsibilities that you're going to have in each of the different positions. So this one is going to focus on the goalkeeper. Um, everybody is going to be asked to play all over the pitch, right? So it's really important that you understand what your role is in each of the different positions. Um, every single position is equally as important as the others. It's a team game, right? And you will get the opportunity to play in all of the different positions. So you really, you've got to try equally as hard in all of them. If you like playing up front and you're asked to play in defence, you've still got to give 100% when you're in defence or in goal or on the wing or in the middle or whatever it is, right? Every single position is equally as important. And, we have always said that we defend as a team and we attack as a team. And that hasn't changed, right, since we've gone to 7v7. So let's focus on the goalkeeper. Don't really need to circle them because they always wear a different colour shirt, don't they? But we know where the goalkeeper stands. Right, so a really key player in our system. It's not only about saving shots and stuff like that, but that is obviously a really important aspect of the goalkeeper's responsibilities. You've got to come for crosses, dominate the area. That area really is your where you need to be. You can use your hands, right? No one else can, so you should be really, dominating that area and in control of it. But you've also got to be really good at playing football with with both your hands and your feet. Because once we do get the ball, the goalkeeper really is the first attacker, distributing the ball quickly, accurately. So many of our goals come from quick distribution from the goalkeeper and very good distribution. So important there. So let's think about qualities that a goalkeeper needs to have. So speed and quality of distribution, just like we talked about, can create goals. You need to be able to pass and kick out of the hands, but also, we have the pass back rule, don't we now? So you need to be able to use it on the floor as well. So sometimes you can't pick the ball out. So you're then basically like an extra defender playing the ball with your feet. This technique really means that rather than just hoofing it up the pitch as far as you can go, it's a pass, isn't it? A long kick from the goalkeeper should be to someone or to some space. And I've noticed recently that we're getting much better at that, at not just kicking it as hard as possible, but kicking it, actually using it as a pass to a player, and that's really, really important. The will to avoid goals against, I think everybody can see how you've got to, throw your body in the way of a ball, make sure someone can't get a shot off, be that 50-50 with an attacker running through. You've got to really be aggressive, I guess, in the way in which you come out and play the ball fearless. Disciplined and responsible. You can have times of the game where it's quiet, where you're not involved as much as you'd like to be, but then when the ball does come through, you've got to be switched on and ready to make that vital save. And if you do make a mistake, then it often results in a goal, doesn't it? So you can't say that about many positions on the pitch. Avoiding risk, not trying to take on players from the back, because if you lose the ball there, they're just going to be able to slot it in for a goal. So play the easy pass, the sensible pass and everything. A leader and an organizer is really important. You see that from so many goalkeepers because they can see the whole of the game in front of them, can't they? So if an attacker drifts into a lot of space, tell the defender to go over and pick him up or whatever it might be. If we're losing our shape, tell them. You can see you've got a really unique perspective on the game, being in goal. And that's where these good communication skills come in, especially with defenders, but also with the midfielders and the forwarders. You know, if you're going to go long, you might want to shout out to the attacker that you're going long, for instance. So when we've got the ball, you know, speed, starting the attacks quickly and with speed is really important, because it doesn't allow the other team to get back into shape and everything. So, you know, counter-attacking, so many goals come from counter-attacking, and that all comes with speed. Distribution of the ball to the defenders and midfielders, playing a little bit of football around the back. Yeah, this positioning thing, this is what we've been talking about a lot recently. When you're not on the ball, for every position, being available to have the ball back to you. And that's really important for the goalkeeper, because it gives us an extra player effectively to knock the ball around at the back. Making that choice about when to kick long or when to, you know, roll the ball out or put it on the floor and start playing football. I do prefer us playing football, as you all know, because I think our best goals come from when we've got the ball at our feet. But sometimes the right thing is to kick it long. I do think that we lose the ball over 50% of the time when we kick it long, so I'd still rather see it go to feet, but sometimes long into space is absolutely the right thing to do. And that communication thing, again, you know, if you play it out to a defender and he looks like he's going to rush, tell him he's got time. Or if he's getting shut down really quickly, tell him he's got someone, you know, coming on. Man on is often the phrase that is used to let people know that there's someone closing them down. So when we don't have the ball, obviously you've got to make saves, stop shots, stop the ball from going in the back of the net, come from crosses and dominate that area, command the area again. Positioning in relation to where the ball is and who has it. So I think it was Ben Foster, I remember hearing, said that whenever he wasn't involved in the play, you know, the ball was further up the pitch, he'd try and sort of keep an imaginary line between where the ball was and the centre of the goal, and he'd try and stand on that imaginary line. So if you imagine the ball went over to the left side of the field, he'd be moving across to the left side of the goal or the penalty area with this sort of imaginary line there. So he always knew that if the play broke, he knew where the goal was, which is really important, right? And I think that's really a good idea for a goalkeeper, just to sort of you know, be drifting about and making sure that you're always alert. Quick reactions after saving a shot. Yeah, you know, you make one save and the ball goes out to someone else. You have another shot. You've got to get back up and make another quick save, right? Again, communications when we don't have the ball. Make sure the defenders are marking and in the right spot, and that we've got our shape. And this playing behind a high defensive line, when we're attacking, you know, the defenders push up, everyone might be up to the halfway line. So it's important for the goalkeeper to come right to the edge of the box, maybe even further, because if a ball comes over the top, it's really easy then for you just to mop that up and deal with any sort of long ball. So there's going to be some videos now. So the first one is goalkeepers playing it out from the back and everything. So nice simple passes, pass into midfield. Look, it's like having an extra player on the pitch, isn't it? Basically playing football with the feet. This is what this type of football we play. You move the ball up the pitch really quickly and retain possession. Easy, look. Take two players out of the game. Nice and simple. Really calm all the time as well in possession, not making silly decisions. Switching the play. I love switching the play as well. Especially now the pitch is getting bigger. Look, there's an attacker in front of him and he can move that attacker just by moving it back. And now he's got a lot of space in front of him with no attacker. Look, that was so easy, wasn't it? He's going to play a long ball, isn't he? It was a good one, to be fair, but look, it's not the best option. I'll tell you what, now the ball's going in the air, I'm not so impressed with the distribution, to be fair, because it's harder to control the ball. You can see that these are world-class players that are getting the ball here in the air. That's a good touch, to be fair. Goes long. Okay. Right, I'm going to add this video on every single one of the positional ones because it shows some great positional play from everywhere. Here we can see the goalkeeper distributed nice and quickly. Still making himself available. Look, the ball's going backwards. Easy to pass to. Plays it again quickly. And then you'll see everybody making themselves available. The triangles start to take shape. One touch football. Bang, bang, bang. Into the space. Look at that through ball there. Everyone, look, you could cross it. Finish. Brilliant goal. That's exactly the sort of football we want to play, isn't it? So, you know, that and the chances that we make too, but they all start from the goalkeeper. And goalkeepers can be the hero as well, can't they? Absolutely fantastic saves, and you know, you think back to the World Cup, and one of my memories is Martinez coming out and making that last ditch tackle in extra time. So yeah, you can definitely be the hero on the pitch as well if you're a goalkeeper. Right, hopefully that has all helped with what's expected of you if you're in goal, being brave, commanding the area, but also being that extra footballer and starting the attacks with good distribution, always making yourself available to go back to you, playing it on the floor. So hopefully you've all enjoyed that, and there'll be some other positional ones to come. Thanks everyone.